Have you ever used HDRIs in Blender? Just by changing your world setting, your 3D models can look dramatically more beautiful and realistic. Hi everyone, in this video we'll cover 3 main steps: getting and loading HDRIs, adjusting rotation, placing your model in the background. Let's get started. First, you'll need HDRIs. Blender includes a few by default, but they are limited in variety and quality, especially if you want to use them as backgrounds. So I recommend downloading one that matches the mood of your scene. You can find free, high-quality HDRIs on Polyheaven, which I've linked in the description. All of their files are under the CC0 license, meaning they are completely free for commercial use. They also offer multiple resolutions for each image. By the way, you may have noticed that when you switch your 3D viewport to rendered, you can select the default environment texture from the dropdown in the top right. However, it doesn't affect your final render. To make it appear, you'll need to adjust your world setting. Go to World Properties, click the small yellow circle next to Color, choose Environment Texture, and open your file. The extension should be .exl. If you'd like to try Blender's default ones, they can be found in this directory. Here, I'll use an image from Polyheaven. And you can control its brightness by adjusting the strength. Next, let's talk about how to rotate the HDRI, something you'll often want to do when adjusting reflections or lighting direction. Open the shader editor and switch the shader type to World. Then our two nodes, Texture Coordinate and Mapping. Connect the generated of the texture coordinate to the vector of the mapping node, and connect the output to the HDRI's vector input. Now, by changing the rotation Z value, you can freely rotate an environment. Finally, let's see how to make your model look naturally placed in the scene. HDRIs are primarily used as environment lighting, but they can also serve as a background. If you download a high-resolution HDRI from Polyheaven, you'll be able to zoom in quite a bit while still maintaining enough resolution for background use. Right now, your object might not blend well with the background. Let's fix that by making it look like it's resting on the ground. First, make sure your render engine is set to cycles. Then add a plane to receive the shadow. It just needs to be large enough to catch it. In the Object Properties, the orange square icon, go to Visibility and enable Shadow Catcher checkbox. Now the plane becomes invisible, keeping only the shadow. Your object should now blend beautifully into the background. However, there are some issues you might encounter. If you have reflective or transparent objects, the plane you just hit might still appear through refraction or transmission. To fix this, go to right below to Ray Visibility and uncheck all boxes except Camera. One last note, an HDRI is indeed a spherical image, not a true 3D world made of geometry, so sometimes you'll see inconsistencies in visuals. For example, in this mirror sphere, you might notice that the reflection of the transparent sphere and the background don't align consistently. It's a minor issue but good to keep in mind. That's all for today. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe.